What's up, nerds? And have I got a story for you? All right, you guys. So, Spider-Man 4 has found its director. And who's that director? Of course, it's Dustin Daniel Cretton. Now, who is Dustin Daniel Cretton? Oh, you might be asking. Okay, so he is the director of Shang-Chi. And now I have to be honest with you, I personally didn't like Shang-Chi was fine. Like it was, I liked the first two acts. The third act is where that movie really lost me. Once they go to Shangri-La or whatever that little magic village, and you got the demon in there, that's when they lost me. I was like, all right, where is this going? This is so weird now. I'm personally not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? But I did like the bus fight sequence. It was very Jackie Chan from the 90s. I just loved every minute of that bus fight sequence. It was great. So he is going to be directing Spider-Man 4. Okay. Now, I just want to say right now, I am excited for Spider-Man 4. I love all three Spider-Man movies. You may not like them. That's fine, but I like them. And this is going to be sandwiched in between the two Doomsday and Secret War. So you know it's going to be $1 billion movie right there. Plus, I think, well, if you remember Dustin Daniel Cretton, geez, I hate when people have three names. He was going to direct Avengers 5, Kang Dynasty, before it was no longer Kang Dynasty. And he bailed out of that one. And a small piece of me wonders if he bailed because it was no longer going to be Kang Dynasty. I really do wonder what went on there, but we'll never know. You know, you'll never find out. Well, I mean, somebody knows, but us plebs won't find out. So now, this is, like I said before, going to be sandwiched in between those two movies. And you know what other movie was sandwiched in between two Avengers movies was Captain Marvel. And that movie got to $1 billion. Now, this is supposed to be a multiverse movie, or at least what's her face from Sony wants it to be. And they're like, no, it's not going to be a multiverse movie. I hope it's not a multiverse movie. And there's a couple of reasons for that. One, I think that the multiverse has really not worked out well for Marvel, the MCU at this point. I think it's just because Kevin Feige just, you know, he let other people make decisions for that, and it just hasn't worked out. I do think that the multiverse could have worked if Kevin Feige would have sat down and with every single show, every single movie just said, you need to have this scene in here to connect everything. And if you don't have that scene in here and it doesn't work out, your show's not getting made or you're not making it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just think that it hasn't, the multiverse hasn't worked out. So I hope it's not a multiverse movie because we already got that with Spider-Man 3, which I like Spider-Man 3. I still like Spider-Man 3. So another thing that I saw online was who could be the guest cameo on this movie. I do honestly think that Captain Marvel will make a presence in this movie just because Dustin Daniel Cretton got these Marvel gigs because of Brie Larson, because she was in his first movie, and which I'm all for. You know, I get it. Pay it back, pay it forward, all that good stuff and everything. I'm curious to see how she could fit in here. You know, I'm personally just not interested in her in character anymore, but it's fine. It is what it is. And then I did see some people saying that Shang-Chi could make an appearance in here, which I'm not interested in that. Shang-Chi's time has passed, in my opinion. Like you can have him in other movies, but I think like a Shang-Chi 2, I'm not interested in it. I think the time has passed for that, but we'll see if that gets any, you know, any traction there. Now, as far as the rest of this movie goes, I do think they need to stick to their boots on the ground kind of thing. That keeping Spider-Man in his neighborhood, I think that's the right choice to go. Now, I did also people keep saying Miles Morales. Bring Miles Morales in here. I want to be honest with you. I personally didn't care for the Miles Morales comic books. I love Into the Spider-Verse. I thought the first movie was great. The second movie, I thought the first movie was better than the first movie, but the first movie was better than the second movie, but I did like that second movie. And I love all the animation with that. It's just listen, if you read those comic books and you like them, good. I just personally, like, they were just okay for me. Like, I wasn't all like, I was all like, Miles Morales is the best ever and everything. He's a good Spider-Man, but I personally just like this Peter Parker, and I don't think that he's going anywhere because Sony is just like making too much money off of this and everything. And I really do like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. But I just, that ending sequence in Spider-Man 3 was just so, where he's got the suit, the new suit on, where it's just like this kind of like almost like a homemade suit, and he's just going through the building tops. I was just like, all right, this is where we need to start with a new trilogy of Spider-Man in New York, fighting his bad guys. And I think that that's just like, no more multiverse with him, just boots on the ground, fighting Green Goblin, fighting, Scorpion, fighting the Lizard, all that stuff. I think that that's the way to go. And I think that they don't go that way, I think that that would be a misstep on Marvel's part. And it wouldn't surprise me if they did misstep, because they keep doing that a lot lately. Now, I did also see people talking about Mr. Negative. Now, I want to be honest with you. I don't know much about this character from the comic books. I have not really read I've read comic books since 2016, but I haven't really delved into any comic books since 2016 because they all suck. Every time I try to pick up a comic book and just start reading again, it's just not good. The stories always end up sucking. And I just think that comic books right now are just really in the garbage in terms of writing. Now, Mr. Negative, I saw people trying to cast Mr. Negative, and they just kept bringing a lot of Asian actors up and everything. One of them they bought was Steven Yeun, which I like Steven Yeun. I don't really know if he was supposed to play Sentry. Maybe he could play this character instead. I'm not quite sure who I would pick. But I just go, I'm fine with whatever they do. I just think keep it to New York. Your cameo, you can have a cameo. I think Iron Man is just the best cameo, but obviously they're not going to do that. And I'm also interested in seeing what the relationship between the new Doctor Doom will be with this Spider-Man, because he looks like Tony Stark, because he is. But it'll just be overall, I am excited for this movie. But Daniel Destin Cretton, he's not my favorite director of all time, but we'll see how this pulls out. But I love all those Spider-Man movies, so that's why I kind of have a little bit of hope for this one. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you guys feel about Daniel Destin Cretton getting this gig as director for Spider-Man 4? Obviously, this is a big get for him, but how do you feel about him directing the movie? And are you in agreement with me that this should really be stick to New York with Spider-Man, be boots on the ground Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Don't try to make this a big, huge event like an Avengers movie where you add on all these cameos and stuff. Just have him, one bad guy, maybe two bad guys tops, and he's just, fighting in there and everything, just the way we want him. But that's all I got for you guys this week. Tell me what you guys think about all of this. You can go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys. You guys have a good week. Bye.